up, people? Hey, what's up, people? We are live here on Pinup School Cats and Comics. I am Dennis. Unfortunately, Theresa could not be with us tonight. So last week we had Jen as a guest, and she referred Guru PooPoo. So she is going to be our co-host tonight. So what's going on?
Oh, that's a lot is going on. This is a good time to be alive in the universe.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I will put big spells on everybody tonight. Yes.
All right.
Yes. You went to Comic Con.
Sharing a little bit. Yeah. So
share.
Basically, last week we had Jen on, who you're friends with as well, and she was a great guest. She has a lot of stuff going on.
She okay?
Yeah, she.
I love Jen.
Yeah, Jen's great.
Jen is great.
Right.
And this week we have Veronica on, who
Hi, everyone.
does a lot for the show, actually, behind the scenes. You do our promo videos, our intro video.
I do.
And stuff like that.
Do a lot of sharing.
And we have Sarah on, who has a lot going on. You're an intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and a channel for the light of Amana.
Yes, and I'm a medium as well.
So before we get into things, we'll go over our sponsor, and then we'll get into Comic-Con and talk about that. So
Sounds good.
we have our new sponsor, Kayla Logistics. Now, Frank Zambuto is a guy you want to go to. He's my cousin, and I can vouch for him. The guy is the best at everything he does. And Kayla Logistics, where your business is our priority. Moving products you use every day across the country and around the world. Contact Frank Zambuto for all your domestic and international logistic projects. Frank has over 20 years experience working with many name brand companies in the apparel, cosmetics, as seen on TV, and electronic industries. For trucking, air, and ocean cargo on all 7 continents, all you need is one solution. To all Cool Cat listeners, just mention our show, and Frank will offer a free cost and transit time analysis for all your cargo. Where cost and time matter, we deliver. Frank Zambuto, aka Logistics. Again, where your business is our priority. And there's a lot of confusion right now with the tariffs and stuff going on. Frank knows it all. You can call him for anything. His number is 347-536-3933. Frank Zambuto, Kayla Logistics. All right. So Thursday, we went to Comic-Con.
We did.
And it was pretty cool. Last year was my first year at Comic-Con, and I had the bright idea to wear full medieval armor.
Go big or go home, huh?
Exactly. It was legit, as you could get. It was custom built, but not custom built for me.
Right.
So it was pretty painful walking around. It was cutting into my arms, my neck, my shoulder.
How did you pee?
Very carefully.
Did you have latch?
Luckily enough, that was
You
open,
just pee
so
in
I was
pants.
able to get what I needed to get to pee
Show
with no
us.
problem.
us.
I'll show you later. That's private.
Okay, fair enough.
But this year, I decided to go a lot easier, and I basically went as me with Lucille, so everyone just, I was Negan.
You were Negan.
Yeah.
Oh.
And V went as Wonder Woman.
I did.
A sexy Wonder Woman? Or a dowdy Wonder Woman like we see today?
No, today's not Wonder Woman. This is actually Captain Marvel.
Got to
Ms.
get your
Marvel.
stuff together. You should know
No,
this stuff.
I went as
It is
the
all the same.
I went as the
Americans.
actual new Wonder Woman. So.
Oh, I saw it.
Wonder Woman's not American.
Oh, but
She's
I'm from
Amazonian.
Planet Poopa. What do I know?
She's Amazonian.
You're
I
gonna get the geeks very upset on the show if you call Wonder Woman American.
I came to Planet Earth. The day
Especially
before.
Will right now is probably pulling the hair out of his head, going, "American, no!"
I'm sorry, I'm not from this world. You
But
tell me. You help
if you
me.
want, if you're ready in there, we can start with the video that we shot and take it from there.
Just a few little.
Hi! Make sure you watch Pinups, Cool Cats, and Comics on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
All right, so that was our little thing at Comic-Con there, and as you see, there was everything, every type of costume. It's
Everything.
not just comic books. I mean, you saw Zoya the Destroyer from Glow, which I don't know if you got to watch yet, but it's
I
pretty
haven't
fun.
watched it yet. I heard it's a really good
Ooh,
show.
watch Glow.
Just ladies in wrestling.
Even people on Planet Poop like Glow.
And the some people went all out, like that Rick and Morty thing. That
He was actually walking around with that
he
display.
had the whole
really cool.
car
He was
thing.
just
and-
rolling around with it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you even got into the venue with
And
it.
how long did that take to make?
Oh my God.
Who knows?
There was this Lego Spider-Man walking around, and he was actually clunking around like a Lego, and
people were like, who's that?
that must have taken him at least a
They
year.
should have been, if they didn't know who that was, they actually should have been escorted out of
Yeah, this
Comic-Con.
woman asked me, who is that?
And
I'm
banned
like,
for at
that's
least a
Lego
year.
Spider-Man.
You have to
Duh.
have a real passion for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
duh. I did not know that.
I mean, it's obvious it's Spider-Man if you
Right.
see the Lego
Yeah.
pieces. I don't know.
That's cool though.
Yeah,
You
some,
see-
some people go all out with these costumes. I wish I had the time and energy to really, really go into a
Yeah,
costume like that. I
yeah.
did a few years back. I went as Michonne from The Walking Dead. And actually, I
okay.
made most of the components. I spray painted the sword, the katana, and everything.
Are there
So-
like competitions? for
Just
best-
going
They
to
are.
ask
They do
her.
have a
that's a
cosplay
nice
competition every year.
Everything is
But those
competition.
those costumes are legit. These people should win more than what they win at
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's amazing what these people put into. I mean, some people, as you see, were lazy and didn't dress up at all. But to be fair, it was Thursday.
It was Thursday. It was
I
the
know
first
Friday
day.
and Saturday are the crazy days there, and that's why I will never go.
What was your costume?
I basically was Negan from The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
Just-
With the back, yeah.
Basically, his everyday clothing in the back.
I see
It's
that.
okay.
I scared the adults.
Okay.
Just like last year, actually.
Yes.
When I was in a full armor, a lot of people, because I would be standing there while she was looking around, and I wasn't moving because it hurt
It hurt.
to move. So people were coming up and like knocking on my head or touching me, and I would turn to look at them, and they jumped.
Like, oh my God, it moves.
Anybody home?
No, nobody's.
Oh, nobody home. Okay.
With that helmet,
No candy
yeah.
for me.
But you saw a familiar face, Bang Bang Luna,
Yes.
who we had as a guest on the show, and we will again, was there, and it was great because she did the little promo with Catwoman.
With Catwoman, yes.
Yeah. Two very sexy girls pushing
Yeah.
on the show, so hey, you can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that at all.
And speaking of sexy, how about that Predator?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that girl was amazing.
Everybody was
Uh,
stopping her. She just I was like, whoa. I was like, can I take your picture, please?
I
It-
can't imagine how
the-
long it took to make
The
that
picture,
costume.
well, the little video you saw of her, the picture just did not do her justice at all. That costume,
It wasn't just the mask, the headrest. It
Yeah.
was just the body paint and everything, all the
well, like, you had a
details.
shot from
the
behind
head
too.
she was
'cause it
holding.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, V's kind of a Comic-Con expert. You've been going for how many years? now?
Oh, I've been going since first time I went was 2008, and I've been going now since 2012 every year, without fail.
Guru, have you
So-
ever been to Comic-Con?
Yes, I've been to Comic Con twice. Yes, there's too many humans there. Dirty. Anywhere with public bathrooms, I don't go. Public
I hear
bathroom,
you.
I don't go. No, no,
I
no,
agree.
no, no.
Yeah, by the weekend you're done.
No,
Yeah.
About 3 years back, I decided I'm no longer going on the weekends.
the bathroom looks like Jackson Pollock painting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that is not the kind of art I want to see. Go to Google.
I've never been to Comic-Con.
It's a lot of fun.
It's something you should do at least once.
You gotta do it at
Yes.
least once. Gotta
At
get
least once.
register with them.
One
start
night
getting those
stand
emails for that pass because once they release those passes, they go like
the
hotcakes.
Oh.
I was wondering what happened to my comments, but now they just all popped up.
It's definitely
Will said you
something-
can say whatever you want because you have a great accent. So even if you're wrong, it's okay.
Yeah, I will say whatever I want anyway. Thank you anyway. Thank you
And-
for your permission,
Yes,
Will.
like Glow,
Oh,
the
thank
gorgeous lady
goodness I
of
have
wrestling.
Will's permission.
There were a few people there dressed. The only one I saw was Zoya, but I saw pictures after the fact, and there were other people dressed as some of the wrestlers from
Yes.
Glow.
Next year we should do like a group costume of some TV show or comic or something.
Yeah, and if you don't know what Glow is, it's a Netflix series based off the actual Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling from the 80s, which
Yes.
was very cheesy.
Oh, nice. I've heard of it. The
Yeah,
show.
but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, you told me. Somebody,
Oh.
Jen told me about
I
it.
saw Glow twice.
Oh, okay.
It is Planet Poop Love Glow.
So let's learn a little bit about you, because
Yes.
Jen told me a little bit about you, but I don't know that much. So why don't you?
Sarah.
No, you.
Oh,
Sarah?
oh,
Yes.
oh, but me.
Guru.
Yes.
Yeah,
We need to know our co-host first.
Jen. Which Jen?
Jen
Many Jens I know.
Feldy, the one who.
Oh, do not believe anything she say. She's
Well,
trash.
I don't, because she told me you were a good
Yes,
co-host.
she's
So I
trash.
don't know. Should I not believe
Jen
that?
is great.
Do not believe Jen.
Okay.
Jen full of poop. Jen is full of poop. Me? Believe everything I say.
Okay.
Yes. Me, I am from Planet Poop. It is a square planet with 5 corners. Yes, I am from Mendicate City. Many men in Mendicate City. I've been married 3 times, divorced 10.
Okay.
Yes, so we'll leave it at this. I like to have a little bit of mystery.
Well, divorce is more fun than marriage, right? That's why.
Divorce rubbed me out of house and home. I will never get married again. No, they took everything. They took all of my poop. Everything. But I have my sister's boob, which is where I get my power.
So yes, Frank, that answers your question.
What, Frank?
He wanted to know if that was a boob on the desk.
Yes, this is a boob. This is my sister's boob. I get all my power from the boob.
Are we allowed to touch your boob or only?
Yes, you can. I like you. I actually am fan of Sarah. I am. Many humans not so much. Yes, and I get the power from compliments actually. So
Now you have psychic abilities, right?
abilities. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, how is this show going to do today? We'll start with something easy.
Well, I am here, so it is
It's
going to
great.
be. It is going to be fabulous.
All
And
signs point
I do
together.
like you. I do not know you. You are you. We will see.
Okay.
And Sarah is quite good. Sarah has
She
given
might want
me
to touch
many
your boob
readings.
too at some point.
Oh, you
so.
can touch my boob.
I can touch your
You
boob.
can, sure, for sure. But do not take not too much. Not too much. Okay, enough.
Dennis, you need to touch the boob too.
That's true. I'm the only one
Okay,
that
okay,
has
we
it.
unite
There
in
we go.
poop. The power of the poop. The poop. Okay.
Now, I'm a little. If you see Jen, tell her I'm upset with her
What?
because I expected Taco Bell on my truck and I did not get any.
Taco Bell on your truck?
Yeah, we were talking about how leaving food on the truck is a good thing to do.
You would like Jen to leave Taco Bell on your truck?
Yes.
That
And
is
V
crazy.
is okay with that, so
Yes, I am fine
she
with
doesn't
that.
mind.
Why the Taco Bell and why on truck?
Because leaving food on someone's vehicle is a way to flirt nowadays, and it's also
Oh,
just a
really?
good thing to do.
I didn't know that, Guru. Did
Oh,
you?
I'm-
We learned that last week.
Guru, did
Yes.
they have Taco Bell on your planet?
No.
I didn't think
No,
so.
I've
It's a
never
bonus if you
had
do it
Taco
right.
Bell. What is
Yes.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell is just like the best fast food place,
Oh.
especially when you're drinking. It's
Are-
well that and White Castle. They're
Are
tied.
there sexy men at Taco Bell?
There's a lot of sexy men.
Not sexy men with accents.
Okay.
Are there?
Are they the
I
Latin?
usually go through the drive-thru. So,
Are they Latin men?
Depends on.
probably not because
Latin.
the Latin men I
Oh.
think are all working in the pizza plales now. So I think it's all Italians that work at Taco Bell.
Okay, we get pizza
They
then.
switch.
I like the
Yeah.
Latin men. A little flavor.
Can't go wrong.
Ain't go wrong with that.
Yes, a little flavor, a little Goya, adobo, sazon.
That's true, Larry. Taco Bell was rated, I don't know about the healthiest, but it's one of the healthiest
fast foods
places,
out there.
Taco Bell.
Oh.
And it
I
did
knew
so
I liked it for
so
a reason.
quietly, so secretly, like boom, we're the healthiest.
You know why? Because there's hardly anything. It's basically just a shell
You
or.
just have
Unless
the
you put
lettuce.
gloves of
You
sour
got lots
cream
of
on it.
lettuce in there.
Taco Bell. Healthy. Pendulum signal?
That looks like up and
It looks
down.
like
That's
a
a
yes
yes.
to me.
Nope,
No
that
would
is
be
no.
left and right.
Nope, left and right is
I know
yes
a little bit about the
today.
pendulum there.
This
So
is
you
yes.
Can, you can program your pendulum. Yes.
See, well, what's cool? We're going to Salem,
Yes, we are.
and we've been to Salem and New Orleans, and they both have the shops
Hex
where you
store?
can get the Hex. They both have Hex.
Yes.
The actual store. Where you get the pendulums and learn a little bit about it. So why don't you jump in on this conversation?
Yes.
Being another, I don't want to call you the psychic extraordinaire because we have the psychic extraordinaire
Well,
here.
she's
and I don't
a
want to take away from
fraudulent
her.
psychic. I'm a real psychic.
Excuse me?
Guru, tell everyone.
I
Tell everyone
am
about your plan.
This is the life with Guruji. I made this myself.
Hey.
I've been working on this since 2010.
Doesn't that say Genergy right there?
No, no. This is my
See,
plan.
she's a fraud.
That was very similar to the book that Jen had on
real.
our show
She's a
last
fraud.
week.
See, she
Jen.
steals. She steals from
No,
other.
this is the life with Guruji. Yes, if you want the best butt, the best arteries, the best brain, you follow the life with Guruji.
So tell them about pendulums.
Oh, the pendulum. You know what? Why don't you? Why don't you know everything? Why don't you? Why don't you? Enough.
A pendulum is just a tool, really.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
So you can use it to communicate with spirit or your higher self. But you just use it as a tool, and you can ask it questions. But you can program it first as to what your yes is or what your no is. So if I say pendulum, show me my yes. Okay? This is my yes.
Yes
And
is
so
left
I
and
say-
right today.
Yes, very good. Yes. So I say pendulum, show me my no. This is my no. So then I can ask it a question. What do you want to ask?
So, do you have any questions?
Will we have fun in Salem?
Dennis and
Yes.
Veronica have fun in Salem. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
So it's just
that?
a
I
way
think it's
to
going to start
communicate.
tomorrow night.
Right?
Guru will ask a question.
Okay. Let's take us questions from the audience.
Yes, that's
we
a-
have
Yeah.
a Michael Zinn in the audience.
Yeah,
Michael
B, we're on
Zinn,
Monday now.
What would you like
new station,
to know?
new time, new whatever. Somebody was just asking if that we're on Monday now. So I just want to say, for anyone who thinks she's moving it on her own,
I'm not.
I experimented with it in Salem and in New Orleans.
I did
That's a
too.
good
And it's the
question.
weirdest thing
Yeah.
because they do have a board you could go over, and it
Yes.
it could go to the corners or up and down, left and right. It has all these different things
And
on there.
it pulls to different
And
directions.
I will vouch,
Yeah.
I held that thing as still as anything. And when I asked certain things, it would start moving like crazy. When I asked it to stop, it would stop. So whether it's something you're doing subconsciously or whatever, it does happen. And I did it. She
I
did
did
it.
it.
Teresa did
I
it.
bought one.
And Teresa's very upset she couldn't be here, by the way. Unfortunately, she had a
Oh,
prior
poop
engagement
it.
she couldn't get out of.
Cool, but you cannot do everything.
But it's really freaky. So if you ever get a chance to
It is.
go to one
I
of those
ended up
shops and try
buying one. I was
pendulum.
like, I gotta buy
yeah,
one.
we all did.
Or you see Sarah, or me.
Yeah,
We
you
have
can
many
learn.
pendulum.
Yeah, there's
So do we have any questions we could ask Guru PooPoo with her pendulum? Anyone? I know there's a little bit of delay, so we'll wait. So why don't you tell us your background as
sure.
spiritual
So
advisor and all?
Who are you?
who am I? My name is Sarah. I am a spiritual teacher, I'm a counselor, and I'm a channeler. So do you guys know what channeling is?
Yes.
Yes, you do. What do you know about channeling? What is channeling?
Does not know. Tell me.
I'm testing you.
Well, I have had experiences with stuff like that, and I know you also do Reiki, and I want to say I was a Reiki master because after I got it, I kind of stopped doing everything, so I kind of
you
lost
still
track
have
with it.
it.
High five.
I know I just would have to get it back.
Yeah,
And I
you
know-
always have it.
You could channel energy. I know there's different levels of channeling. You can channel energy from what's around you. You can channel energy from spiritual plane or stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So.
That's 100% right. So, so people are Reiki masters, energy healers. You can channel energy. So I believe that there's a source of energy that's available to all of us. And when I say channeling, we really all are able to channel. So, you're creative beings. We're all creative. Whether, even if you don't write or paint or dance, you're still creating just by being human. So, the best way to explain channeling is just being in that source. Have you ever had a moment where you're just in the zone?
Yes.
And you're not thinking and time just
Yes.
isn't a factor?
Playing sports, it's happened where everything's just slowed down.
You're just
and
in the zone, you're
yeah.
channeling. And, sometimes even I tell people, if you have a conversation with a friend and all of a sudden you have these pearls of wisdom and you're like, that's not me. Like, it's just coming out of you. Or sometimes people write and they're like, where's that? So this is all a form of channeling. What I do is kind of, I would say, like an upgrade of that. I'm channeling, but with a divine source of energy called Amana. So my actual...
Amana.
Yes, my actual physical body as Sarah is an open gateway and vessel for this light to come in. So just like a medium, you guys know what a medium is, right?
Right.
A medium would communicate with loved ones on the other side.
What if you're big? Are you still medium? You're
Yes.
quite
A large
small.
medium.
Yes, even if you're small, you can be a
You're
medium.
so-
Very
you're-
good point.
okay.
Guru.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So just like a medium would communicate with a loved one from the other side, I'm communicating, but I'm allowing my body to be a vessel for that communication. So my consciousness shifts to the side as Sarah, and I allow this energy to communicate through me.
So Mike needs some help. He's trying to channel the NHL network, but it's not working. So he wants to know how to do that.
My best suggestion would be to call your
Hey.
cable company.
Stop stealing and pay for it.
Yeah.
But I studied Kung Fu for a while as well, and they don't call it channeling, but they have chi, the inner energy, and you could draw from
Chi, prana,
what's around you.
Yes, yeah. There is a source of energy that's available to all of us, and it's just needs an outlet for that. I mean, for some people, it's the gym, right? It's
Yeah.
working out, it's sports.
I need to
Jim,
get that
Mark,
back.
James, Matt, Jack, Paul, Nick,
Yes,
Nick,
whatever, or
Nick,
men, or it
Nick,
could be men.
Matt.
That could be your
You really like
outlet.
Nick?
Yes. I do.
Guys named Nick. If
No,
you're named
few.
Nick,
There's a few of them.
yes. But I'm just
I
saying, if
don't
you're a guy
like
named
one.
Nick, Guru PooPoo might be interested.
Who?
Nick.
Oh, I have enough Nicks.
No, sorry.
Enough.
No more Nicks.
Too many Nicks.
Yes.
And, energy is constant, so it needs to move. So that's why the gym is great, or any kind of
Yes.
physical movement.
Moving chi.
Chi.
If you don't move chi, you might succumb to drug use, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or addictions.
Or emotional,
Yes.
problems. The body, your energy needs to move, and
Right.
if it's stagnant, you experience different symptoms, right? So,
Let us
Exactly, yeah.
move.
yeah.
Which is what I'm going to do now. Too stagnant.
Do not
Um,
be stagnant. So the channeling and mediumship.
Well, I said it.
And
Mediumship, yes.
are you medium too?
I'm a small medium.
You're a small medium.
I'm
Okay.
a small medium
Okay.
channel.
And if she committed a crime, she'd be a small, medium, at large. Sorry, B. Sarah, that's your joke. I
A
know.
small, medium, large channel.
A large
Yeah.
channel. I have seen you channel. It's quite good.
Yes, Guru has seen me
Even
channel.
I have to give it to you.
And Jen has seen me too. Yeah.
And Jen.
Now, what made you realize you had this ability?
So that's a good question. I think that
She came to a seminar of mine.
Yes, Guru helped me. Guru helped me get in touch.
That
with
is
my-
where she found it.
I
She will
actually
deny.
I started getting into meditation.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say to anyone.
That's usually a good source, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say to anybody out there who is really thinks they're gifted or they might be gifted, which we really all are, meditation.
How about masturbation?
That too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You find out a lot about yourself with that as well.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Anything that ends in shun.
Shun. Shun.
Will
You,
open.
you usually, well, at least for guys, we need a shun to do the
Masturbation.
masturbation. You know, the erect shun.
Not
for the
medication.
masturbation.
No, that
Okay.
might not.
Mendicate. What?
Yeah. So what was? So how did I? Yeah. So.
Yeah,
who
because
really-
well, you said it. I believe you're right too. I think we all have this energy and power that we could get to.
Yeah, tap into.
But just like anything else, I think some people are better at it than others, and it's more natural to some people than others. So
Definitely. I mean, it's also about clearing the mind, right? So there's a limitless place in you that has accessibility to everything. But a lot of the times, or most of the times, it's that doubt that creeps in, or what am I doing? Or, you try to sit down and you have this busyness. I have to do this. I have to do that. So it's just about allowing yourself to be in the moment, which is difficult for us. We always are not in the moment, right?
and we're taught to not believe in certain things as we grow older, and things are told to us that are impossible.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
again, like just even with Kung Fu, I did stuff personally, and I saw stuff right in front of me that was supposedly impossible.
Was everybody kung fu fighting?
Yes.
How did you know everybody? They say everybody was kung fu fighting. Everybody? What about Jimmy sitting
maybe
in
there
the
was
corner
some
with the knee
jujitsu in there
injury? Yeah.
too. Maybe it wasn't all
Oh.
Kung Fu. It might have been some other martial arts as
Lies.
well, but
Okay.
we just,
Karate.
yeah.
Yeah, martial arts is
Hi.
definitely a great way to.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
To
that's where I
To
started the
meditate in a way,
meditation,
yeah.
and I always felt like I had certain things, and I don't know if Chris Carlin is listening or he's going to listen. He's seen it before where I've just predicted things, or I just had a feeling like
Oh,
we got to
so
go
you're
now,
really in tune.
and then
Oh,
10 minutes after we left, something happened.
That's your intuition.
So I think everybody has certain things, but you're right, the meditation or whatever will start bringing it out of you.
Meditation, and also I want to say being around like-minded people, being around other gifted people.
And not limiting yourself.
And not limiting yourself. And also you said, you're taught not to believe. So
Right.
when you have an outlet for people like Guru who do believe, then you can be yourself, and you can, it's almost like you are amplified, and you're able to just be instead of having
If you
to-
believe it, you can be it,
Yes.
but not you. and not you. Not him.
So Mike has no clue what you're saying, but he's hard as hell. And
Oh.
and he also said before, because he's mad I'm not doing all this great
Well,
one-liners,
thank you, Mike.
he said it's true. You definitely had the power because even though you didn't touch it, it was moving. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
So many.
I don't think he was
we're all
talking about the
You have
vibrating.
to ask the pendulum with that.
Yes.
Mike. Mike, you call me.
Do you have enough mics yet? Yeah, I know you're done with Nick's. Is
few.
there room for another
No,
mic?
there is. There
Okay,
is.
so there's
Nick,
room for
we're
a mic.
at the quota, but Mike's, yes, we have more room. We need more women too.
I was just going to ask, is it just men you're limited to?
You know,
Because I didn't hear you mention one Veronica, and we have one in the room.
women are
Yeah,
quite
Veronique.
chatty. You know,
Veronique.
it's very important that there's not too much chatting
And she's not
talking
American.
and texting and calling. And women like to call and the yeah, and the men are more So this is why I stick more with men. I also am from Mendicate City in Planet Poop, so men. But the women also, business women, older women are good. The young women, not so much. No,
okay.
I
You
can't.
need the experience.
Experience.
You can't know that many very
The
well.
time.
so-
They just want to chat and
I
chat.
don't think people realize you're 500 years old, right? Oh, I'm sorry,
500.
I know you're not supposed to tell a woman's
No,
age,
no,
but
no. I'm very proud of it. Look at me.
She
Look
looks
what
good
I
for
look
her
like.
That's good for
Yeah.
fun.
I am
Yeah, right?
500. I am 500. Let us know. It's okay. A little line
500 years
here.
old, but you've only been to Comic-Con twice.
It's enough.
Well.
It is nice. Once I like the one night stand deal. Like once you experience it, boom, boom, bye. You know?
Okay.
Yes. You know, once,
Makes
one and
sense.
done. You move on and you learn. As you become really wise.
You learn.
Move on.
You
do
learn how
things.
to
Do not repeat.
how to not make your feet hurt when you're walking around the venue.
Duct tape.
Yes, duct
That's
tape.
what she used to.
It's surprisingly right. I
Duct
taped my
tape.
Duct
toes.
tape.
Yeah. I don't know where I got the idea. I always carry a roll of duct tape with me because
Right.
no cosplayer walks
You never
around
know
with
when you
duct
gotta
tape, 'cause
kidnap
duct tape
somebody.
helps with
Yeah.
everything on the costume. My feet, I was wearing these wedges. I was wearing the actual Wonder Woman greaves from the movie. So they
Suffering
weren't
from
exactly meant
fashion.
for walking. So my toes were dead.
These shoes not made
And
for
at one
walking.
point I decided, what if I tape my toes? I sat down, took out
Did you
the duct
use
tape.
the whole?
I started doing like every other toe, and it kind of worked. And
my
then we walked around again, and we sat down again, and I duct taped all my toes together, like the whole front of my foot. I shoved it in the shoe, and it felt
witnessed
so
it.
much better. I was like,
I
wow.
would.
No two self.
So yeah. So next year's costume, though, I'll go back to sneakers.
That's Kenny.
or-
She's very experienced at this age. Guru PooPoo has a lot of experience and a lot of different things.
Yes, but I came to Earth in 84. I read the book 1984, Utopian Society. Everyone on my planet, guru, coming to me is yeah. Shh. I had to leave. So I wanted to come to Utopian Society, and I hear the song Bahama, Antigua, Kamapsati Mama. So I want to come to the island, but I end up in wrong island. This is the wrong island. I'm supposed to
We're
be
in
in
Strong Island
Bahama.
now.
Strong Island.
I did not want to be on Long Island. Long Island is the wrong island.
Now, I want to tie in, because, this is Halloween theme month. Everyone talks about, like, ghosts and spirits and stuff like this, and they mainly talk about it in October because of Halloween and everything.
Of course, yeah.
But talking about limiting, like, a lot of people that don't believe, when you actually talk to them, have had some sort of supernatural experience, whether it was a ghost or not.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
who's to
This is
say?
true.
But I think they say children and pets are more open to see stuff because children and pets don't know any better. Once you're told they don't exist, you
Right.
don't see it, it's not real, you kind of block it
And there's
out,
no
and then you
fear.
don't.
And autistic
Yes.
children also
Yeah.
very psychic.
Right, because again, they don't know
There's
any
no
better.
filter.
So by
Yes.
telling people they're limited,
They are not women. They actually are more in tune and
More
in touch
tune,
than possibly even me.
I always say they're closer to the other side.
Yes.
They're closer. They don't have the filter. They don't have the fear.
Right.
So it's really fear that kind of gets in the way. And I think that kids, they're taught not to believe. They're come
definitely
in
taught,
just
yeah.
knowing.
Yeah.
They're
because
actually.
ghosts aren't real and
Right.
spirits aren't real and everything's not real. So you hear that enough, and then I forget who actually coined the phrase, but whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
But not you.
You're going to limit yourself,
Well,
or
that-
you're going to open yourself.
That really speaks to just perception, right?
Right.
So it's in perception, and I think kids too. They sense their parents' fear.
Right.
really, you know, and so they shut down. A lot of people shut down at an early age because of that. And then they have an awakening when they're older and start to remember all these things. Oh, yeah.
Everybody I've spoken to
Oh,
has some
yeah.
sort of ghost story. And do you have one? I don't think we've ever discussed this.
A ghost story?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Maybe
have
not a ghost story or something that you felt.
I just label it as that, but just where you've had a presence or something happen that just was kind of unexplainable, like whether it was something moving or someone touching you or
I might
a
have.
sign from the other side.
I might have experienced a couple of things where it was like what was that?
Because your culture is very close and tied into that whole thing too.
Yes, I mean, in Haiti, you're either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my parents are from Haiti. I grew up in Haiti. I was born here, but
Spirits I'm catching.
yes. The Haitians are either very Christian or they're into voodoo.
Is it
It's a lot.
Santeria there? They have Santeria?
They're very
Yeah.
into voodoo and stuff.
Yeah.
I grew up Christian. I grew up Catholic, but they very much believe
Yeah.
in voodoo there.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't disbelieve it. Let's put it that way. I know it's there. I know it exists.
Okay.
Right.
Well, did you guys see Skeleton Key?
I did
No.
not.
Oh yes.
The lesson of Skeleton Key was voodoo is real if you believe in it.
Right.
And that was the whole thing. Is they made, well,
Right.
if you didn't see it, I don't care if
Spoiler
I'm spoiling it. They made this girl believe in it, so she succumbed to it.
So it's
Because
the
at first she
belief.
didn't believe it, and they couldn't do anything, but they kept doing things to, oh my God, why is this happening? Maybe it is
That made
real.
her believe in,
so then
in
she
it enough
started
to
doing
turn
stuff
towards
to
try and save herself.
Right, and then because she did it and believed in it, now she was trapped.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
yes.
So.
Interesting.
Well, Sarah,
It is a
I-
cool movie, though.
Sarah,
It is a cool
I have a
movie.
question for Sarah.
Yeah, I was just going to go to that because I
What-
know you had a list of
What
questions.
is the main thing you channel? Like, what is the purpose of your channeling? Why
That's a
do
good
why
question.
do you
Yes, it
channel?
was Will.
Yeah, that's a good question. So the reason why I channel and the messages that come through, they're all about helping people really get out of their own way. Because actually, whether you believe it or not, you have all the answers. It's just that
I do.
That's right, you do.
I do.
It's just that somehow you limit yourself and convince yourself that you don't know. So the energy of Amana is here to really help you get out of your own way, and they always kind of give you a different perspective, a different way to see something, and help you really get in touch with loving yourself, which is kind of the foundation for everything in your life. Because if you don't have self-worth and you don't love yourself, everything else follows suit.
I love myself every day.
You love yourself maybe too much.
I
right?
try to too.
Never too much. No.
Will has a good question. Yes, the movie The Serpent and the Rainbow. It's a famous horror
yeah.
movie that was filmed in Haiti.
Yeah.
It was,
Is that with Denzel?
It was I think with Bill Pullman. I
Oh,
want to
Bill
say.
Pullman.
it is,
Okay.
yeah.
I believe it was Bill Pullman.
That's in the 80s, right?
That was in
I
the
remember
80s,
that.
early 80s,
Yeah.
and so a lot of Haitians always refer to that movie because a lot of stuff
Okay.
was so real in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, Kenny, you're right. I do have a lot of ghost stories. And Missy said she's been touched. Wasn't threatening, but definitely freaked her out. She was a full-fledged believer from that point. And that's usually what it is. You don't believe until something happens. I always consider myself an open-minded skeptic.
Yeah.
And what it
That's
is
good,
I'll
though.
believe something,
That's
but you
good.
got to kind of prove it to me.
That's good.
Because there are a lot of fakes out there.
Yes, there
you know.
are. And you bring up a good point. It's good to have discernment, right?
Right.
So don't, there's nothing wrong with having discernment.
I'm right here.
You go to
I
any
see you.
carnival, there's a
Yes.
psychic there,
Yes.
and a lot
What
of
are
them.
people's intentions? You
Well,
know?
the ones that are good,
What are your intentions with my daughter?
Yeah, exactly.
the good fake psychics, I think are just good at reading people.
And,
They'll get a vibe off somebody, and,
Yeah.
and everyone's usually going there looking for an answer. So you
Yes.
already know they need something, and you see a lot of them. I went to a couple of psychics over time, and it was really good. Because usually what I've noticed when you go to a psychic or something like that, it's like I see somebody with, and they'll pick a common letter, an N in their name.
Right.
Doesn't even have to start with it, whatever, and then you'll give it to them.
Yes.
Oh, Nick. Yeah, Nick.
So you know what that's called? That's called fishing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I had a psychic did stuff similar to that, and then when I
Yeah.
gave something, she goes, "No, that's not it." And I'm like, "Well, that's all I know." She goes, "No, you're wrong. You'll find out soon." And
So
she
that
gave me 3
happens.
predictions, and all 3 came true. And I argued with her, and each one I walked out and going, "Man, what a phony she was." And it turned out she really wasn't.
So what happens is a lot of times people they call it psychic amnesia. you kind of forget in the moment, and the psychic will tell you this has happened to me before too, and people say no, and then all of a sudden a couple of days later they'll be like, oh yeah, except on our end we're not getting the oh yeah.
Right.
So it's up to me to just trust.
Right.
To just allow the message to come through and not judge it.
One example she gave me, she told me I was going to be getting a promotion at work. I worked in a small shop, and I was the only one in my department. I'm like, there is no promotion. You're wrong. She goes, no, I'm telling you, you're going to get a promotion. I'm like, well, I'm telling you, you're wrong. He says, unless I become an owner, there's no promotion. And she goes, I'm telling you, within 3 months, you're going to get one. I said, all right, whatever. And about 2.5 months later, the salesman for the company left because, without getting too involved, he bought a business out. This driver salesman came with him, so he was leaving for another company. So my boss came to me and goes, do you want that job? It'll be like a promotion. And I just looked at him for a minute,
See?
and he's like, do you not want it? I'm like,
See?
nah, it's really weird. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, but I'm like, and I just like wanted to call this one. I'm like, holy shit, you were right. But
Yes.
That's why you can't judge things sometimes. You just have to let them be what they are.
Right.
yeah, but I was insistent she was wrong because it was impossible.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
if you think it's impossible, it will be, but then
That's
things can
true.
still happen.
Yeah, so that's why it's up to the medium, anybody who's giving messages. If I get pink elephant and I'm telling you and you're like, what's a pink elephant? Don't judge it. It
Right.
might be something, you might go home and there might be a pink elephant on the TV. You don't
Yes.
know. So,
Right.
but it's up for me just to honor that.
Yeah, because I know people get different ways of getting their signs. Some people
Yes.
get visions
Yep.
of different things and pictures, and it may
Yeah.
not mean anything to you, but when you put it out there, like you said, it could be something that's just on TV. There's a pink elephant stuffed animal in the room at the time when
Sometimes
something
it's just
happens.
about synchronicity.
And then you
Has
have the aha
anyone
moment.
ever challenged you and thought that you were wrong or been
Yes.
skeptical of you?
Yes. I've had people tell me I'm acting. Sure.
Oh.
And I always say to them, if I was that great of an actress, I'd be making a lot more money. There's,
You're a good actress, though.
there's no reason for me to act. And I've had people challenge me, but yeah, money. But it's not up to me to convince anyone.
See, that's why sometimes
Yeah.
I question the bigger name psychics, and I'm not going to name anybody or trash anybody on the show.
Do
But
it.
you just wonder, like, are they in it for the money? Are they just really good? Are they really good at reading people? And do they put plants in the audience when they go on tour and stuff like that?
No,
Because
it's something to think about. But I think
I know they
just-
used to do that with the when they did the religious circuit. I think Steve Martin was in a movie about that, where they
Oh,
did the
yes.
healing.
Yeah,
And they'd have
I
plants
know
in the
that
audience, and
movie.
someone would limp up, and he's like,
Yeah,
"You're
yeah.
healed," and like,
Yes.
"Woo,"
Yeah. It's unfortunate because that does exist, and
Yes.
it gives people like me a bad name because then
Right.
people are seeing this and thinking that's what all. But
But
again,
what can you do?
what
Poop
can-
it, poop
Yeah.
it.
You have
As
to
someone
use
that's
your-
legit, what advice would you give someone seeking something like this? How to determine that? Because I mean, there's psychics all over the place now. And
Yeah, good
how would
question.
you?
That is a great question. Everybody has their inner feeling, right? So immediately, if something doesn't feel right for you, whether your mind is saying yes or no, if it doesn't feel right, go with that. Go with the feeling in your body. If it doesn't feel right, is not for you. It's okay. I would also be leery of anyone who's telling you messages that are kind of like really rooted in the negative. Because anyone who's working with light energy is the divine beings, the evolved beings. They're not going to give messages of a negative light. They're always going to give you the positive spin on it. Even if it's a troubling time, they're going to give you a way to, get out of it or a way to see things differently. They're not going to tell you negative. So anything that's really rooted in the negative or in absolutes, stay away from. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know. I was
Yes.
also told by some
Yes.
of the psychics, and I like both your opinions on it because I'll include you in this.
I don't trust anyone who smile on cue. If they're always smile, or their hair perfect, like I trust Sarah more because she has a little frizz in her hair, but if her hair is too perfect,
So I'm good too because I'm a little frizzy.
Yes,
It's humid
I
out
can't
there.
trust
It's just,
you if
I can't do
you're
anything
the
with this.
perfect
I've got
hair,
the
the
poo.
nails. It's good.
I got
It
the
is good to have a little imperfection, and she has that, so it is good.
But I know realistically, I know people could have negativity around them and bad things around them. But if a psychic is telling you there's a demon around you and give me $10,000,
Right,
and
that's
I've heard they're all fake.
Yeah,
Anyone
so-
who's trying to bilk you for anything you got, milk you for anything you got, and just like when I gave you the 10
I'm
grand
your
before,
guest. Hello.
I gave you $10,000, and that demon is still in my house.
Yeah, anyone who's
Well,
going to ask you for money
Maybe
like that,
you're like attract like, and maybe you're kind of negative. You know, I see you eat pineapple pizza. It's not exactly high vibration today.
Pineapple pizza is
So
good.
you know, pineapple pizza and demon, same level. You know.
I had a bad experience actually. Somebody found me in a Barnes and Noble, and she came up to me, and she was very nice. Yeah, and she said, "Oh, you have great energy. What do you do? Are you a medium?" And she read me spot on.
Wow.
She actually said some really valid things, and so I booked an appointment with her. And she reeled me in because she was actually, it's not to say that people who are scam artists, they do have actual abilities.
Right.
But they're in it for the money. So if somebody asks you, so I went to her house and we talked further, and then she told me, lo and behold, I had a dark energy with me that came from a past life, and I should give her $300.
Give me 300.
So yes, I will. Guru will remove it for me.
I can do it.
But
Poop
anyone
it.
who asks
Poop
you
her.
for $300 to light a candle or something like that, stay away from that.
$300 for that candle. I do it for free. This I give you
Right.
all discount.
I know you wrote other questions too. You want to get any
Oh
others out?
Typically
yes.
ask
What can you say to these skeptics? Like what are you
Yeah.
feeling? What would you say if someone say, "Oh, prove it, I don't believe you"?
I've
I get
had-
this too all the time.
I've had that, sure.
I
of
just
course.
banish them.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I think I should start doing that.
Turn them into a
Just
frog.
banish.
I think that I always say to people like that, you know, you have free will. My job isn't to prove anything to you. I would suggest that you follow your heart, and that's
But I'm
it.
sure you could understand why there's a lot of skeptic people because
course.
there's so many phonies out there.
course.
It's tough.
And my job too. I mean, I know I'm part of the spiritual community. I've seen it all. There are a lot of people who are very ungrounded, who are very like floofy, and I try to be more grounded. And I think that it's a work in progress. As we evolve, we can be both human and intuitive. So helping people to see that just because someone's in the spiritual doesn't mean they're not grounded as well and logical as well, because I'm both those things.
You are. You do eat sweet potato, and actually, for anyone who's watching, if you feel ungrounded or spacey, sometimes even I do this before bed. I have the sweet potato, the yam, the grounding root vegetables. That will bring you down. It will. It's true.
I find it funny too, like for the skeptics that don't believe in it at all, are also the same people that won't step on a crack in a sidewalk
Oh,
or
that's
won't
true.
live on the 13th
That's
floor.
That is so
or have all these other-
Walk under a ladder.
Janet!
Gotta put the left shoe on
you
first.
hit the nail on the head. This is
Why
true.
did we lose a game? I put my left
Yeah,
shoe on
what
first.
is that?
Damn it, it's
And
my fault.
that's-
Don't you
Put
know
on
a
my
young
lucky
man
jersey.
who won't? Let
I
us
know
talk.
somebody just like
Yes,
this.
we know young man
Yes.
who won't save her phone number in his phone. He won't believe her channeling, yet he will not save her phone number
'Cause he
in his
belie-
phone because it is bad luck.
He thinks if he
Because
puts
what,
my
his
name.
wife's gonna find out and kick his ass, or
No, he's not married.
I don't know if you have wife.
That might be
because that might be a reason not to. Yeah, I don't believe in putting phone numbers in there because
because my
Maybe
wife
women.
might find it.
You know
It's a
why?
superstition.
Yeah.
Like, it's a superstition, and I think superstitions are fear-based thinking, right?
you know who some of the biggest superstitious people are? Athletes.
Yeah.
Athletes are crazy. They wear the same socks, or they'll grow the beard for the playoffs, or
Yeah.
have to wear the same sweaty jersey
Yeah.
every
But
day.
just like
Lucky
just like the
jockstrap.
voodoo
Yeah.
you were saying, like it's what you put your belief in, right?
Yeah.
So if you're putting because we have the power to do that as creative beings. If you're putting all your belief in that, you're actually creating that. So it's not the superstition; it's your energy behind the superstition.
Right.
Yeah, that's you're actually making it so.
What are your thoughts on crystals?
Oh.
Is this something you put your energy in and then it become what you want it to be, or the crystal actually have
Well,
power?
quartz can run a watch, so why wouldn't it have? Why can't other crystals or stones have energies or some type of influence on you?
And Long Island is on crystal grid. Yes. Well, Long Island has
Oh, really?
lots
Not
of
sure.
lots of quartz.
Oh, really?
Really?
I believe
Did
so.
not know
I
that.
believe.
I know
Long
New
Island
York has a lot of.
is on
Yeah, so there is a lot of crystal meth on Long Island. Absolutely.
I am on the wrong island. But perhaps it is the right island. There is a crystal grid on Long Island.
It's possible. I'm just not aware of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Audience. Any thoughts?
But I know in healing they've used magnets and stuff on people and
Yeah.
everything too,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
physical therapists. So that's all bullshit. But
We
here,
have-
use this or wear
We
this
have
on your wrist.
electricity running through our bodies.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
It's funny though because I brought a kung PooPoo before. Ancient cultures use different ways of spiritual healing and stuff that's looked at as bullshit that we're just getting to here now.
Very true.
And it's funny because now it's, oh, well, no, the doctor said this, so it's true. And, you know, and not that I want to knock doctors because I know a lot that are legit, but, you know, a lot of them are motivated by the money too.
Yes.
You need Prozac because Prozac's the only thing that can help
that's
you.
the
And then they're writing it on a Prozac pad with a Prozac pen.
Well, if you
Yeah.
have Prozac deficiency, you need Prozac. So if you are depressed, you're probably depressed because you have a Prozac deficiency. So you should have more Prozac, yes? And then it'll fix you.
But I think they prescribe too much.
You go on the Life with Guru
They
G
do
plan.
prescribe
If
too
you feel sad,
The Life with
you
Jenna
go
G.
on the Life with Guru G.
No, but Genergy
Genergy
plan
is
actually,
dead.
it talks about different alternative medicines and seeking out your, food as medicine, right?
Food is medicine.
Right.
Yes, yes. I do not need to eat, but certain foods, the humans, yes, it
I know, like for
turn them.
depression, they say turmeric is good.
Turmeric can help with the inflammation.
And what did
Garlic is
Jen
supposed
say
to be
about
Inflammation is
healing.
related
Ginger's
to
supposed to help
mood
digestion.
disorders.
what did Jen say about amino acids?
What I say
watched the
about
video.
amino acids
watched
is the
your
brain
video.
needs amino acids. So if you feel tired,
Yes.
depressed, unfocused,
Eggs, right?
eggs
I
are
did,
very
that
good.
works.
Moringa powder, goji berry,
Yeah.
rice and beans. The full spectrum of amino acids is very important. I say that, not Jen.
Talking about
Amino acids is
feelings and gut feelings, you brought up before, and since we're discussing Jen, it was funny because when we did the improv class, when she came in, I definitely felt like a different energy from her. There was something positive.
She's got great
And I was like,
energy.
wow, I got to know this girl. I got to get her on
Yeah.
the show. I got to,
Yeah.
And Theresa felt the same way, honestly.
do not let Jen outshine me.
I'm not sure how I feel
I
about
know. Guess why
Guru
does
PooPoo
Jen
yet.
talk? Jen is not
I-
here right now. I don't know
I
why
think
you
you would like
speak up.
Jen, Guru. I think you
Yes?
should give her a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's
okay.
got great
I
energy.
like you, so maybe.
I like her too, though.
Okay. Okay.
We
all
could
right.
all hang out.
All right. All right. Fair enough. Fair
Before we run out of time, because I see it's getting a little close, how would somebody get in touch with you?
Oh, they would go to www.lightofamana.com. That's my website. You could see my channeling videos. You can go on YouTube, Sarah Light of Amana. I film and record all of my channeling, so you can check that out. But I would recommend coming to see me channel versus going on YouTube, because when you see me on YouTube, it's a little bit different than when you're
Yes.
there.
I'm not biggest fan of video, but in person, oh my god.
So you feel the energy more. But if you go to also on Facebook, Sarah Intuitive Artist and Channel, all of my events are posted there. So
or
you
your
can-
house.
Or my house?
You could
No, my
just
house.
come
We're all
to
going to your house?
No, my house.
No?
Party at
Channeling
Sarah's.
party
Woo!
at my house.
Okay.
Yeah. So I always find it funny when somebody brand new to this whole thing comes to a channeling, because I'm like, well, you're in for a treat, Yeah.
Now, the group things, I know usually they don't get to everybody, which is why people are skeptical too. If you wanted something specific, you could. Does it come to you? Like, can you? I don't want to say force it, but if someone came, if I wanted you to channel for me, you could do it.
Yeah, one-on-one. Yeah.
Okay.
I do one-on-ones, sure.
Might have to visit you.
I
I'm
do
curious.
one-on-one.
I don't want to put you on the spot and have you do it
I
here.
do
but
one-on-one channeling. I do one-on-one healing.
You can read me if you want. I don't
The
care. I'm open.
one-on-ones are a little bit different than the group, because
Right.
actually the energy of the group, the collective energy of the group, kind of drives the message. So you could have 10 people there who all have a similar energy, usually are getting together for a similar purpose, unbeknownst to them. It's just kind of how it, so it's a little bit different one-on-one
Right.
than a one-on-one. But
That's true. I had one-on-one. Very good. She knew I had lemons. My refrigerator was full of lemons, like 20 lemons.
I
And
kept
she
on
said,
saying
lemons,
lemon. I kept on
lemons.
saying lemon.
One for every Nick.
Not 20. I wish.
So, how would they get in touch with Guru PooPoo?
Oh, the
for-
Guru, you just
Just like
reach
Johnny Wishbone, just think Johnny Wishbone will be there.
TheLifeWithGuruG.com. TheLifeWithGuruG.com.
Okay.
You can call Jen. Jen
I
is
would go with
okay.
Jen.
Elyse Feldy on Facebook or Elyse on Instagram.
She's very, very knowledgeable.
She's okay.
I know how to get in touch with you.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You better.
And we get in touch with her tomorrow.
Can I touch you?
Yes, you
I
can.
get to
Oh, she
touch
got
with
in
you.
touch.
We share.
I get to touch with I get to touch with you. And
We're playing with your boob.
oh, it's okay. It's boob for everybody. Everybody. Likes
So that pretty much does it. I want to thank
Except
everyone for coming
Galen.
on. Just get this out real quick. Don't forget to talk to Frank Zambuto from Kayla Logistics. 347-536-3933. Next week we should have Theresa back, and I don't want to say until it's 100% confirmed, but we should be having a guest that's an actor in a haunted house.
Ooh.
And once it's 100% confirmed, we'll put out the video. Well, she'll make the video and I'll share it.
I like your videos.
Thank you.
And Mike, we'll work on that. We'll get through October and we'll work on that. And Mike is touching himself.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll see you next week.
You have fun, Mike.
Bye.
You send pictures. Or it did not happen.